Welcome in Golden T-Mobile Fight Club. Kevin, we got new graphics. We got renewed, at least for week 2. They haven't kicked us out just yet. Really excited to welcome you guys in for not 5 matches now, but 6 matches of Golden T-Mobile. Let's do a plug first. If you have not played this game, go do so. GoldenT.com/Apple/Android. Like our YouTube channel. Share it with your friends. Play this glorious game. The weather is well, it sucks, right? Or it's going to start sucking tremendously. You need stuff to do, and you're going to want to do that. Kevin, what do you expect to see today? We had a lot of fun our first time. All right, Kevin, I can't hear your audio, but I'll walk you through the various weight classes here. I'm sure you had something very, very important to say. We have going on. So here it is: flyweight, featherweight, middleweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight. Kevin, I've done like 100 of these videos. I can keep doing them, so there's no problem there. Now, an important thing to point out: we have new qualifying for week 3 starting right now. So what you're watching is week 2, the results of those matches. But if you want to get in on the action, we're giving away gold. We're going to have new matches to play next week. And you look at the different schedule here, plenty of exciting things. So Kevin, you ready to jump back in? No, you're not. All right. Well, that's fine. I can carry this thing. You're probably better muted anyways. Let's just roll into it, I guess. We've got 6 matches to go through. We have our flyweight to start. One of the things that impressed me when we saw last time with our flyweight matches and some of our other matches, the level of play was extraordinarily high. Did not miss a beat here. And here's our first match: POOKIE MOOKIE versus DUFFERDAN. Halloween theme coming in already. The 5 seed here, the average score pretty good for a flyweight. The best contest score, quite efficient there. I love that vault of gold. And here is POOKIE MOOKIE, the 3 seed. Average contest score, slight advantage for Dan. I called a couple of these matches earlier in the week, so I saw some of these guys. Holes in ones, 4 overall. And we are off and running on the Elkhorn. That's got to get up. Elkhorn back 9. Off. That is a good-looking pumpkin mask. I believe or hat, I should say. You can buy that right now. And another plug to go do so. Par 5 here to start it. Big key here, you don't want to get stuck behind those rocks. Up and over with the sniper. Solid. Up and over again. Now, not with the sniper, just a little backspin. Sit. That should be a putt still with the Ranger. We'll see what he can do from there. DUFFERDAN equipped. Boom. Nailed it. POOKIE MOOKIE. Straight in, and we are Eagles after hole 1 as Kevin sits idle looking like a shamed puppy dog.
That's all right.
Oh, there you are. Hey.
This is what happens when you give a marketing guy control of way too many things.
Okay. Well, that's good. You didn't miss much. 2 Eagles and a great pumpkin head. All right. So, Kevin, Elkhorn, what should we look for here on this course?
Well, we saw this course with the previous Fight Club. A lot of elevation changes you got to be worried of. Some of these closing holes, 17, really short par 3. Hole 18, probably one of the tougher par 4s that's drivable in this game.
Yeah, we saw a layup. We saw a layup last time on 18 when we called this match, right? This is a big old left 2. Got it. I'm with you on that. The elevation changes are key. Par 5s on this one are key as well. So, no blood there because both birdie. Par 3 here. Shouldn't be much to it.
Oh, this looks like it stopped. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just out of GSP range.
Yes, and GSPs are the tiebreaker. I need to say that. I was flustered at the start because it was a solo act. I didn't do my normal GSP rant. GSPs, by the way, for those unfamiliar, need to be within the 6 feet circle.
And if you've watched me play the arcade or the mobile version, that 6 feet is very generous at times, and other times you're 6 feet, no shotties.
Yeah, so this one off into that sky, it's a pretty good look with that 6-mile-an-hour wind. You want a straight wind either in your face or with you, so you could just kind of do this. You don't want to be too far. That was almost trouble.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those rocks. Smart choice of the snipers by both golfers. I'm surprised they did not use one there.
Yeah, you would have liked some spin there. So this, you don't need, well, to me, it's a sniper shot because you have that pin way up. So you just want to get to land, although that is just fine. Interesting shot, interesting putt incoming. That is, yeah, that wasn't even going to reach. That was way, way out. All right, so here we are.
It's a tough break, but it's only hole 13. Hole 4,
yeah.
You got another couple of holes.
All right, so this hole has just been a nightmare for me, okay? And this is all about me. Elevation change is subtle here, right? It's not a huge drop, but it's a shot that, this approach shot in particular, foggy day, that you got to be careful with.
Yeah, this pin is dead center to the front of the green, which is going to be really helpful for both these guys. Typically, we see it in the farther back towards the sand. Oh,
it's a good shot.
Nice
That's a good shot. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. When it's in that left or right side, it changes it. I like this with the sniper.
How is that not
Are we?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it is. Yeah, we'll delay. All right, so 4,000 of them. This is the shot I like here. No messing around, sniper. I'm actually surprised that was shotties. No offense to the shot. I'm just saying.
You know how I feel about it.
Yes, no, we've all been there. All right, so a couple of tap-ins here. 7-6 DUFFERDAN. I don't know who DUFFERDAN is, by the way, but I love the name DUFFERDAN.
Wonder if it's the real DUFFERDAN.
I don't think so, but maybe he's just he hasn't said anything. No one has any idea who the real DUFFERDAN is, by the way. But DUFFERDAN, a Golden Tee legend, NIT in play. All right, coming in hot. This looks good.
A little hot
that's
there.
The issue. Yeah, that's the issue, Kevin. That's the one thing I have not. That's a good putt. One thing I've not perfected is distance control, especially with the snipers. It looks like it's going to cut the pin in half, and yet you don't know. It could be 20, 30 feet over. When it goes in the water, and I say that, that's the worst. All right,
I think you're looking for the stouts, not the snipers.
Yeah, don't ruin a good thing. All right, that's interesting. Can you do that? I don't know.
I think with the Ranger, the all-terrain ball, that might be an okay layup spot.
All right. Well, this is a big old. I mean, that's a layup. I mean, I was going to say you can't even get your trouble there. That you're going to be short on that.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
The Ranger. Oh,
see, yeah, this is the problem. I was worried that he was going to hit the ridge, that he didn't fly it long enough to get there.
Well, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, no, the problem is if you go too far, you're in that water. And, all right, that's fine. Good recovery. And this is not exactly position A. It's not position D either, but it's not great.
Interesting choice of the wind cutter there.
Yeah, you got options. There we go.
Nice putt.
All right, so par fives here so far. An eagle. We've got a couple of eagles, but again, a couple of birdies as well, scattered throughout. So we're done with par fives into a really cool par three. One of my favorite par threes.
Oh, this is actually a beautiful setup.
Ooh,
Shotties?
Good shot.
Oh, that's tough.
So, this is a really nice setup. You talk about good looks at it. They don't get much better.
How did that not drop?
All right, so Pookie Mookie. We got some good names this week too, by the way.
Yeah, they are very good.
All right, so 11-10, hole 18, our first match.
This is a big shot for Dan.
Oh, is it going to go? No. Is it going to sit?
That better stop. Wow, we have ourselves a match.
Okay, these are always the painful frowny face replays. So I thought it had a chance here maybe to keep going. It was not even close, and Maniacs are going to give you some extra pop, right? That's not good. That is not good.
Oh,
just close. Nicked it there. Now, interesting. A better bounce, right?
I was just going to say, I think we're thinking the same thing. This is a birdie opportunity. Maybe some GSPs?
Just a little left. Where are we distance-wise? See, that's the problem. I said I'm going to do that, and that's what I do. All right. Recovery here. That looks solid.
This is a big chip.
Yeah. Oh, putt from way back. Oh, gosh. I don't know how that stopped. All right, so Mookie is going to – I feel bad. I hate when I do that.
It's like when you're watching a TV show, the characters do something, you're just like, cringe.
All right.
That's a tough loss.
Yeah, we had a good opportunity. Still good scores, right? So still solid scores, but DUFFERDAN, 11, Mookie, slump shoulders and all, 9 under. We can hear you now and also see you at the same time, which is a positive development for us. What did you think of that match? Yes, for now. As we get into highlights here, what'd you think?
Yeah, we thought this putt, that was tough. The putting is the issue with these golfers, as you'll see later on. The elevation change is definitely getting both golfers.
Yeah, and that one was big. This was the shot here. Well, I thought that was closer than maybe it was. That thing was still had a little work to do to get over that hill, which is interesting. You have to cut it around right to left. You watch the shot here, same thing, right? I mean, that had a better chance, but still, that thing hit the mountain pretty square.
Honestly, I thought that was the game there for Dan, and he was able to prevail.
Good shot here. Our main GSP points of the occasion. Very good look, by the way, so we'll be interested to see if that continues. All right, so we're 1 in. We've got 5 to go. By the way, so we want to explain something, too, real quick before we move to our next match. This is a little different, right? Old Fart Box, we had a winner in week 1. So not only do we have a heavyweight match that we're going to show you, but we also have the heavyweight title fight, and the winner of that is going to stay on. So we get to talk more, which is good or bad. With that said, we probably should speed this up. I'm going to try to speed it up, and we're going to go to our next match, welterweight. So what do you expect to see here? And again, the solid play so far to me, that's a good theme continuing here.
Yeah, we got, I wouldn't say lucky, but we had some really, really good matches for the first Fight Club. And now that we're moving on to that second tier, that second weight class, I think they're going to get even better.
Badang Dang. I called a match earlier this week featuring Badang Dang. I think I botched the name once or twice. 4 seed here. Look at those great shot points versus Grouse House. I think that's Grouse House, right? We joked in the pre-show meetings that I was going to botch that too. Really good average score. 3 holes in 1. Also, graphic cards are looking stellar. Presentation here is excellent. And this is an OG mobile course. This is an original, right? So what should we look out for here as we go into the tropics? Again, the first launch, really, when I think of mobile launching, this is the course I think about.
Yeah, you really got to stay away from that water. And I know it all too well.
Well, the other thing about the water here is not just like the ocean, but like lakes. Like it's not like necessarily the traditional, miss it left and end up in the pond. Ooh, that was almost missing it right on. Like this is, there's some interesting water scattered throughout this thing, and it starts here pretty soon. All right, so we almost had action in our first go around. Grouse.
You notice how I didn't call it that time? I didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard in that moment too, and it also is tough though because if you play your hand, like if you play it cool and somebody dunks it, then you look like an idiot. Now this is the one that can bite you early, is it not?
Yeah, that's a smart play going wide left, because if you try to get too cute and too high with a wood, you can catch those trees. But great
tough
shots.
Tough pin too. That's going to miss right. That's got to stop. Let's see here. Long putts. Yeah, that right pin is difficult.
Boom.
Ooh, very nice.
I'll tell you what. As somebody who's awful at putting in every version of Golden Tee, I feel like this course is tough with these long greens.
Now, do you turn left or right? Like, do you move your golfer left or right, or do you do it Golden Tee style and just play the break naturally?
I try to play it naturally. I need to get better at moving the golfer left and right.
I play it naturally too. We played the Golden Tee arcade game, so like you don't have to do that. In fact, we see a lot of the great guys, and we're going to hear from some here in a little bit, but that do both very well. But it seems like the more people play, the more matches I watch, there's a lot of pre-turning. And we say that take the break out of the putts. All right, so interesting hole here, par 5, up and over. Do not land short is the key.
Yeah, this is a really good setup. You're going to see maniacs crushing it over like that.
Ooh.
Interesting play here.
Okay, so the
would have
goal...
thought
so
that would have
obvious,
went right.
Well, interesting. So it's kind of the safer shot, but it also makes this next shot pretty tough. Oh, up and around. It's got to sit. That's pretty good.
All right, with that being a grabber, that stopped really well.
Yeah, it did. It actually did, but here's the luxury of... Oh, and I jinxed that completely. The luxury is it should be a straighter, easier shot. That just came up short. Oh, missed on the high side. Chipper here. Good chip.
Beautiful chip.
Okay. So I was wrong twice in a matter of 30 seconds, which is nothing new.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes, we have a 2-shot lead. Okay, this is another fun hole, Kevin. Distance control here is huge.
Yeah, interesting go with the driver and the sniper. I like this 6-wood over.
Yeah, this is, I agree with you. Elevation here is nice. You can get your ball to stop. The problem is
we were both wrong.
Wrong in a stretch of 90 seconds here, quite a bit. Get up. Oh boy, this is me on tilt after beer 4 through 7, really. There it is. Good putt there.
Beautiful eagle.
Grouse house. Oh, and I didn't even think the chipper would get over there. That was a pretty good club selection. The problem now is, well, that's the problem. We don't really need to say anything. All right, so what is, these guys don't know where they stand, but if you're in a match like this, and he knows he's probably down, what is the strategy here?
Well, you're on hole 6 now, so you're going to get a little bit more aggressive. You don't want to get too crazy before 8 or 9, but it's not a good position to be in.
No, because here's what happens, and we've been there in tournaments. When you get aggressive in Golden Tee, more than likely it can go sideways on you, right? Like there's aggressiveness and there's over-aggressiveness. Both can potentially work.
Yeah, this is not a course to really get too aggressive. That's the other problem.
Yeah, and you've got what? You've got a par 3 at hole 9. There's not a ton of opportunities because this is a front to make up a ton of strokes either. That's the tough part. This is not an easy eagle. So this is not necessarily like here is it, like it I didn't see exactly what the look on the left was, but I think this is pretty much what you're left with here, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a tough, long distance off the tee, so this is probably the smarter play for both of them.
You can play to the volcano on the left, but not always. Ooh, trying to get out. Yeah. It's a loud tree sound in my ear, by the way. The tree was violent. But that's fine. I mean, that's not a bad layup, but it's just not, unfortunately, how you erase strokes unless something, goes awry in these next few shots.
I'm surprised we have not seen more orbits with super backspin. Some of these shots would be perfect for that.
I think we kind of alluded to it. It's a good point. We alluded to it last week, too. I think that's a comfort thing to putt. The more you play, because those things can rip. And with a lot of the heavier weight classes, as we look at the scorecard here, you'll see more and more of them as we go. It's a good point. I think it's comfort. I stink at this hole. I'm just going to say it. I stink out loud. That's not bad.
I would probably try to do that and end up in the water.
Well, I'm usually short. That's a good shot. I'm usually
beautiful.
short, but I also can just power this thing long. This is not fun. Now, let's see here. Grouse house now. Nailed it. All right, so there's one. The problem is this is not the hole to be down 3 strokes, is it not? There's no water. There's not a lot of trouble here. You just got to hit it on.
Yeah, unless you go long, but that's a beautiful shot.
Very, very nice there. Ba-dang dang. Finally got to say it. Didn't screw it up. Ooh.
Shotties? Yes.
It is. There we go. Second bout of shotties here. Let's see. This shot too, I like it with a long iron more certainly than a fairway would because it gives you a little bit more options, I feel like, in terms of spin control and whatnot. All right, so Grouse House taps in.
Ba-dang dang.
Dang dang. Dang dang. Taps in, and there you are. Again, lower weight class, 12-9. That slouching stance is so sad, right? The golfer doesn't necessarily have to look as pathetic as it is there. So,
Yeah,
okay.
9 under, not a bad score there.
No, it's not a bad score. All right, so as we look back through these matches, we could pull up the highlights. What jumped out to you?
The putting. Like, we kicked it off here. I think this is a good putt.
Yes.
It's tough when you have those longer putts. You never know how the green's going to break.
And putting is not just a putting thing. It's a shot-making thing, too. They're directly correlated. When you're having to set up long putts like these guys did, another one here just misses low side, it makes the game a lot harder. It's a lot easier when you put your ball where this one landed. Spoiler alert, right? I mean, that's very
That was a great way to end the round.
That was. All right, so again, good scoring, decent matches. We've seen some blows traded early. We move on now to our middleweight match. We are flying through these things. It is going well. Auntie Chambers is back, swinging big. That is an outfit that you would wear on like a Friday night after 9:30. But Auntie Chambers we saw last Fight Club, correct? I want to make sure I'm not crossing up all my matches. Okay, so the 2 seed here versus
15
Kevin
under.
Lindsay. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Auntie Chambers. And then I want to get my Kevin Lindsay joke in. There it is, Kevin Lindsay.
I thought I blocked it.
There it is. So 2 seed versus the 1 seed, by the way, which is not something we normally see. You look at the average scores coming up. The holes in one are coming up. Kevin, I'm happy we are here. Hawthorne, back 9, right? All right, so tell me about this course.
Well, hole 10 can be tricky, but thankfully for both these golfers, pretty easy to just crash it, smash it, whatever you want to call it, right over that gate. But lots of opportunities to screw up, sadly.
Yeah, well, and this, with a tough look, it could be game over on hole 10 if you get stuck behind the door. That's about as good a look as you can have here for sure. That's on cleanly. One of the things that's a little tough for this, Kevin, is landing it. You don't want to. Don't want to do that. And you got to get away from there. I'm telling you, this has got to get up. Oh, that just makes me nervous.
The fact that it got up, I didn't think that was happening.
No, I didn't either. And that's this hole regularly produces fireworks out of the gate, and we have it here, and there it is, swinging big.
I will say, could be a lot worse.
Yes. Oh no, it can be. I mean, seriously, you can get a bogey if that first shot goes sideways. This does not produce GSP points. I can tell you that from experience. You think this is going in?
No.
I think it's so short that you can't even get them. I could be wrong on that. I've fallen for this witchcraft multiple times. We've seen players chip at this thing. It's a drainable par 3, not drainable there. All right, you're right. This is where things get interesting. This is an interesting hole with a pretty good look. 2-shot par 4. Kevin, I think positioning off this is key. So what club are you looking for to come into this hole with?
Well, with that 10-mile-an-hour wind, you're going to get a lot of help. So you don't want to be too far back. I would like having the 9-wood here.
All right. Yeah, this looks nice. I mean, with the wind cutter here, this is pretty nice. There it is.
Just a little bit to the left.
A little bit. That's okay. All right, here we go. Coming in hot. This looks like it's tracking. But that's it.
All right, it's on the fringe.
Yeah, I know, but my distance control stinks right now. Oh. Did not get the gopher to come out and grab that thing. That was painful. All right, swinging big here, tapping in. And there you go, 2-shot swing. So we've had multiple 2-shot swings. I think this, Kevin, pound for pound, is a top 3 most difficult hole to eagle in Golden T-Mobile. Would you agree with that?
100%. I think I maybe 1 for 25 on this.
Now, this is where it's not that hard, frankly. Most times, as you get to the upper weight classes, they don't have the luxury of blasting over it. Most times they have to go in the rough and try and keel it around. This is actually, frankly, I have not seen that positioning in a long, long time. Kudos for them.
Yeah, really surprised Auntie Chambers went short there. I'm trying to think of the reasoning.
No, it's a manageable. That's a manageable shot with the right equipment. These guys should have it. So safely on there. Got to play that 8-mile-an-hour one. Coming in nicely. Yeah. Very nice. And right one. Oh. Boy, the cup is not being very forgiving. I will say that.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get that deficit down a little bit.
Swinging big. All right. Still 5 strokes. There's too much green there. We need some blue. I don't know if we're going to get it here. If we get some blue here, that would be a good thing. Tough pin.
Oh.
Sit. Yeah, tough pin here.
This hole's always weird to play. There's a slight elevation change, but it could catch you if you're not careful enough.
I actually like when the pin is up front. It gives me a little bit more options. You could play at it. You could spin it back. And there you go. Still a 2-shot deficit heading into the most interesting stretch of holes. I like this hole a lot. Not a bad look, although that is a tough little tricky pin hugged up back there.
That was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, so a little bit of cut. So you got to play right to left. Trying to do that here. Like it with the Maniacs if it'll sit.
That's the problem with the 7-wood and the Maniacs.
Yeah, that ball goes a mile. I said I liked it, and then I completely walked it back. Did you hear that? I mean, that was textbook announcing there. He
was just swinging big.
Swing. Oh, wow. Well done. Chipping, not so much. But that's like the Maniacs will sit. If you hit the right distance, that ball can come to a stop. The problem is it can fly it on you, and you're left with that. So another 4-stroke swing with one of my favorite holes in the game. And it's a good look. You're probably not going to hit a brick wall here, but if you're a little bit farther back, a little bit of the back tee boxes, you absolutely can.
I don't like this hole. Let me just leave it at that.
Because of that wall on the left?
All the walls.
Yes. I don't have many problems with the ones, these ones up front. This is spectacular. You could be aggressive. I like the wind cutter play because the ball will come to a stop. This thing may go in. That is spectacular.
GSPs.
I never know exactly what club will fly over this wall. Here you don't have to. That probably would have gotten over, it looked like, although it would have been awfully close. Oof. Beautiful. All right,
we got a torpedo. First time we've seen one today, I think.
Well, trying to get it way back there.
That was a good use of it. A little short, but hopefully easy putt.
Oh, way to go.
And this is...
Nice work. Nice work. I've never done that
Taking
before.
A page out of your book.
Yeah, that is the worst feeling ever. And then people, you know what they're going to say? Like, you saw it, you're being sarcastic, whatever. I get it. Whatever, commenters. All right, 5-stroke swing. It's a shame it's 5 strokes because this is kind of that hole that can move the match around, right? In normal circumstances, that's a great shot. Wow.
Yeah. You can't really get much better than that. But I hope I'm proven wrong.
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh.
I don't know if I've seen many, too, where you play the concrete to have it bounce down. Normally, that's the shot you see, which is the straight-at-it torpedo move-on thing.
I feel like that probably wasn't planned.
Oh, that shot? No. Okay, I see what you're saying. Wow, tough on the folks playing today. All right, so a layup here. I don't think this is actually that terrible of a look, right? I mean, the pin position is tough,
but you got to worry about doing that.
Oh, I don't know why I was saying, ooh, that thing was destined not to hit a green.
That got a real big boost off the wall.
I thought
395 into the water.
Yeah, I thought the wind may grab that thing, right? I thought it may push it back a little bit. Beautiful shot there. Ooh. All right. So wrapping it up here. Oh, come on, end with a bang. All right, so here we go. So that swinging big, swung big.
That was what they call a swing and a miss.
Yeah, swinging small. So there it is, 12 under, another 12 under, but a deficit of 6 strokes. And Auntie Chambers, was Auntie Chambers a winner last time out? We'll have to get the word on that.
My memory is not
Still,
so good.
yeah, me neither. A fixture of Golden Tee Fight Club. Hope you guys are enjoying here. And we're being told by a little birdie that Auntie Chambers was a loser in the first week. That sounded a lot harsher than I wanted.
So mean.
To Mal Choppers, but is now a winner. Kevin, let's go back to that match. What stood out to you here as we look at the highlights?
Well, I mean, we kicked it off with this unfortunate shot. I thought I had a chance to stick up there.
Yeah, I did too. Sometimes if you're farther enough away, it could bounce up. The
putting is just not forgiving at all today.
Yeah,
I mean, Hawthorne Manor, unforgiving, but the putting on top of it just makes it worse.
This thing just went a mile with a 12 in the face too, and landed, and no love there. I like the attempt. See, here's the thing. That's really close to being an awesome shot, right? But you're just a fraction off. Couldn't get it out enough, and this was probably the shot of the match.
100% agree. I was surprised it didn't fall.
Oh, look at that. Just did a loop-de-loop around it, and so we're left with, a blowout. We haven't had too many blowouts, but I would call that a bit of a blowout here as we move forward. So we're getting back now to the back half of the card. We're getting to our bigger weight classes, which we would expect bigger scores. This is the cruiser weight match, and let's get to the amazing names, which is all I do is win versus huge cork soaker, which I'm told is a fishing name by producer Andy Kuhlman. I think he's just playing with me to give me ease while I say that. If he is, it's working. All I do is win. And look at that average score, Kevin, and the best score as I fumble this completely.
Yeah, almost 3 million great shot points. And then huge cork soaker with 5.3 million. I mean, that's amazing.
We're doomed, by the way.
Yes.
Look at that average score. Yeah, 85 holes in one. So the output is going up tremendously here. A little agave action.
Yes, I am so happy to see this course being played. I do miss it.
All right, so there's
those orbits.
Yes, I mentioned it. As we get up a little bit, maybe they start to use them more. Pretty good look here. Oh, just
I wish he had the orbit.
Yeah, it's tough though. It's a gut check, right? You don't want to spin it back too much. It looks good. In.
I always like starting with the par 3 because you usually can get it close, maybe get that GSP advantage.
Yeah, this is interesting. This can be this is a bit of a different setup. You can come around to the left. It's got to sit. All right, that should be fine. I like this high loft with backspin. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That's useful. Good look here. Oh, interesting. So that seemed to get caught up in the fringe a little bit, even though it usually goes through.
That's tough.
All right, all I do
just
is
like
win,
that.
win. -3 to huge cork soaker. Just going to keep saying it.
Our friends in the chat say, just call him Soaker for short, or you might end up with, I can't finish that. But, very funny. Appreciate you guys in your live commentary on the chat.
I thought they wanted us to say huge cork. Just cork. All right, so another hole, by the way, that if you fumble around, you could screw it up, right? 2-shot par 4, but always a little awkward, especially if you're an off surface. This looks pretty good. That's got to stay right. That's fantastic.
Shotties. There we go.
Yeah.
If I just keep saying it,
it's going to
happen half the time.
You know, missing this hole to the left and getting on the green and getting great shot points, that is threading the needle right there. Absolutely outstanding. And then look at you here. More super backspin. It's got to stay right. Oh, that's coming back good.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, wow.
We got our first double.
Just clipped the circle here. My goodness.
See, the orbits always throw me off because I'm used to arcade backspin. I'm like, how does this turn right? But it's a beautiful shot.
It goes right back. All right. So there we go. Excellent. Couple of shotties there. In and in. And there we go. -4 to -3.
This hole can be very dangerous. Sniper is smart.
Ooh. All right, there we go. Tiered green. This is not a bad look, though.
Yeah, for what 13 can be, this is pretty nice.
All right, so that's in. No drama. Love the look of this course, by the way. Glad we got an agave in here as we head to the back half of agave. Tough look up and around cacti. Got to bring it in carefully. Going to sacrifice some spin for the... Oh, wow. That is well played.
Definitely not a shot I could hit.
Well, you know, because if you land short there, it's going to do that, right? I mean, that's the problem when you sacrifice some spin. Going at it hot. Oh, my goodness. Just misses the chip. All I do is win. Win.
Beautiful eagle.
Win. Here comes the soak man. -7 to -5. All right, when I think of this hole, I think of Mark Stenmark, Golden Tee World Champion on the arcade, right? Hitting the 9-wood in this shot. Am I mistaken on that to stay alive? Or am I
I
mixing
believe
my
he had
shots?
Did he have a bad shot off the tee?
He did. He hit the rock wall. He bounced about here, right? And then he was able. He hit a cactus. This Coolman is correcting me. He hit a cactus.
He holed out for the eagle.
One of the greatest shots in Golden Tee history. Can we get one of those? Orbits are getting
I like the
workout.
backspin. Come on. That down 5 slope just makes it too hard, even with the orbits.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Good putt. All right. -9 to -7, 2 strokes, but there is ample time to make those up, especially here.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, that is high. It is far. It is out of here. That thing was...
The
a huge
snipers
cork soaker.
are just carrying long today.
That was hit hard. All right, now this one, can it get down? That's got to get down. Down.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Soaking that cork in the chat here, in the internal chat. Yes.
How did that stop? Much less get great shot points.
No soaking here. This is very dry. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
That was
is
amazing.
Threading incredible. Really, really nice shot. And this is no fun either, by the way.
Oh! Wow.
A million miles an hour.
Might be the game saver.
No cork soak there. Oh my gosh. That is just full on tilt. Million miles an hour. All I do is win. Goodness.
I mean, could you imagine being huge cork soaker, watching this live going, are you kidding me?
Oh, what is
also
here?
That shot? Are you kidding me? Wow.
That's overdose.
Back-to-backers.
Sound effects, by the way. Sniper hit like 7 times. I don't think I've ever heard that. This looks good. Wow, what a bounce back in the last 3 shots here. Big chip. Oh, good chip. That thing came in hot at the end. All I do is win.
That's tough for Mr. Cork.
Mr. Cork. His friends call him Soaker. All right, -12 to -10. I'm sorry. -12 to -10. Down 10. Not the world's toughest closing hole, right? I mean, it doesn't mean it can't happen, but I'm just saying.
Well, it depends on where the pin's at. Because if they get... All right, this stayed on the fairway, so it's okay. That's a good pin.
Oof. That was a little...
The snipers, though.
Yeah,
right.
it makes the room for error on this is a lot smaller, I think, with that ball. I like this.
Wow.
Kind of
threading the needle.
Let it hit and just release. Excellent. Solid all around. All I do is win. Ooh. All right, well, stay tuned. Cork.
Oh!
Ooh. Oh.
This makes me feel a little bit better about my
Price is Right, Sadhorn, back-to-back. So, could have had some drama with different scores, but there it is. Cork soaked. All I do is win. I've got to not do the third win, but all I do is win. Goes. That was fun. That was a really fun match. Close match. Good scoring. And I'm actually really excited to watch these highlights because there was some absolute doozies in there. This was a really good shot, right? I mean, missing left of this pin and still holding it is outstanding.
Yeah, a lot of great shot points this game.
I want to see that chip again. All right, I'm just anxious to see that chip. This was what I didn't know if it would come back, but it did.
I'll be honest. I thought it was over at 16, or at least potentially a tie with a GSP breaker.
Really good shot there. It's hard on those super backspins. Sometimes you can't see when it. Oh man, almost had that one. This was my home run call, getting my Joe Buck on.
This is like the third sniper shot that just carried an extra mile.
Yeah, it's true. And this was what we thought was the shot of the match, and it may have been. Look at that.
Still unbelievable.
However, I'm going to assume it's happening next. Look at this thing. Oh,
I mean, what a beautiful up 7, right 7 bounce there.
Okay, so that's in the water, right? If that doesn't go in, we can agree on that. I feel pretty comfortable saying that. Okay.
100%.
So that is
the
in the
cup
water
got in the way.
The cup got in the way. I love when that happens. All right, so now heavyweight match between a couple of regulars. Nebraska Ball versus Vic in a box. We've got a little something special here. Before we kick this off, we were bringing in an expert. That's not to say that you suck at this game, Kevin, and that I suck at this game. But if we're being honest, we suck at this game. So, without further ado, a Golden Tee Worlds regular, a Golden Tee OG in terms of the arcade games, Chad Schrump is going to walk us through the Rocky Front 9 before we get this match going.
I'm Chad Schrump, here to talk about the front 9 of Rocky Hollow. This is a scorer's course. It has an opportunity right out of the gate to get a stinger and go up a stroke on your opponent. Not a lot of problems as you progress through the course, although holes 7 and 8, they have potential for disaster. Hole 7 is a par 5, hit a good tee shot, then you have multiple options to attack this pin. You could hit a 3-wood Maniacs or even a 7-wood grabber. A lot of choices here. Hole number 8, the tee shot is literally over an enormous mountain formation. Make your tee shot count because disaster is right behind this green.
All right, here they are. Nebraska Ball, I can tell you from Worlds, a chipping machine. Vic in a box, also actually one of the best chippers in the world. Kevin, you've watched a lot of these guys in action. What do you think about this match? Look at these dang numbers, man.
I was just going to say 63 million great shot points, almost 700 hole-in-ones. That's amazing.
Vic in a box here, too. Yeah, a very woeful 58 million great shot points, 425 holes in one. That is an incredible amount of aces here. If you are looking to get better at this game, this is how you get better, is by watching guys like this. And Kevin, I'm going to set the table here. We have to be quiet because we know they're probably going to be chipping at this pin, right? That's the difference between Mobile and Golden Tee, is the aggressiveness on the first hole, and I'd be shocked if we don't see it here.
Yeah, I was going to say, watch these guys to learn how to play Mobile better. Maybe not so much on the fashion advice.
Well, fashion advice, and here it is, 2-iron here, coming in hot. Oh my goodness. I've had to learn to just shut up and let these guys go to work on hole 1 because of situations like this.
Boom.
And there it is. Unreal, I'm telling you. And actually, when I say watch these guys for some advice, but maybe don't try this yet if you're just learning this game. That is ridiculous, and yet not at all surprising. Did I not say Nebraska Ball, one of the best chippers in the world going into this, and I have not seen this match for all the haters out there.
I can't confirm. You did say that, and you were correct.
All right, hole 2. Okay. Ooh, that was a good kick, because most of the time these rocks are some unforgiving bleeps. Not here. Almost said non-bleep,
I like this.
But I wasn't sure. Yeah, this looks good.
We'll have to get the bleep button for next week.
Yeah, or we just say it, right? We just go rogue. So, settling things down. Now, Kevin, if I'm looking at Rocky Hollow, hole 4 is always fun, that par 5. Hole 9 is a very gettable par 3. Really, really scoreable round, no?
Yeah, I was just thinking, thank goodness this is not the back 9, because it might be a lot more tough.
This is excellent. All right, there we go. Good shot. Not that this is not an easy par 3, frankly. It's not a bad look, but this is not usually the most gettable look for even these guys, right? You've got elevation, you've got fairway woods, you usually have wind. That's solid, but
Say smart use of the javelin wind cutter there.
I'm also being told that cursing may be allowed, or whatever going rogue means by our producer. So that, duly noted.
Sweaty Spaghetti on YouTube says, "Yeah, right." They're challenging you, Adam.
I've rarely backed down to a challenge, even if I could get fired for it. All right, so I love this hole. And Sweaty Spaghetti. My life's work has all amounted to getting called out by Sweaty Spaghetti. There it is. All right, so I love this, Kevin, because we don't know what's going to happen once this hits, right?
Yeah, the backspin means nothing to those rocks.
Wow. Okay, so this is tricky. This is where you want to clear it, right? You got to get up and over completely, which this... wait.
How did that bounce so gently?
Wow, that was really, really nice. And chipper? I mean, that's absurd.
He said that's some BS.
That is absurd. Best, I said one of the best. I think that might be the best chipper in the universe right there, Nebraska ball. It's good, too, because Nebraska football still sucks. No offense, Nebraska ball. Okay,
was waiting
another
for
fun
that.
hole. Yeah, I got to throw it in there, and I'm sorry, but it's true. All right, so up and over. Ooh.
These Rocky Hollows rocks, nice bounces. Today.
Bleeps, would you call them? Yeah, usually bleeps, non-bleeps here. I like this. You can get that little gentle kiss. All right, that's going to be a longer putt. But these, again, putting, you want to see an uptick in production. Look at that.
Not from us, but they're putting.
No, it's these guys. We saw it with Worlds qualifying too. As it went on, the putting just became almost a formality in most instances. Great opportunity here. Play that right 3.
Just a little left.
Yeah, that 1 iron is fun on this shot. 2 iron.
I like this.
Yeah, this is a good-looking line.
Oh, the
Just
right
on the
3 seemed to
low side.
grab a bit more there.
Yeah, it definitely has an impact. That's a huge difference between the mobile game and the arcade game. All right, clean 10 under. Fun little par 5 here. You can go up and over. A couple of different ways to go. You also potentially go under, correct, and hit it up over that rock.
I mean, I've never had luck going under, but what do I know?
Well said. Couldn't have said it any better myself. I'm with you. I normally just kind of lay back, but that looks fine, and they're a lot better than we are. In fact, that looks. Oh man! Wow, you're getting your orbits here. You're getting a full dose of them. Look at this, 92%. See how much this spins back. Boy, that really rips. All right. So to keep the 1-stroke lead. I mean, that's not even drama. I can't even spell it out as drama.
It's a beautiful putt.
All right, so I mentioned hole 9 being a par 3. That makes this a hugely, hugely important hole if you are Vic in the box.
Yeah, these rocks, this hole in particular, can really get you, but beautiful shot.
Yeah, it is. You can't overcut it. Like, we've seen that plenty, where you try to bring it in right to left too firm. Ooh, that's nice.
Smart
Sit.
use of the orbits.
Yeah, yep, you wanted them, you got them. There we go. It sounded very condescending. I didn't mean for it to sound that way.
No, it's all right.
But it is. Like, you have to trust your swing. And there it is, 14-13. All right, so if you're Nebraska ball, just put it close. Okay, or just take a
The
1
one
iron
iron.
out and just do this.
Shotties.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
Wow. That's just a little bit obnoxious in terms of skill. I don't think I've seen this. I've seen a lot. I
I've
don't know
not
if I ever
seen
saw
this
the
one.
chip on hole 9. Goodness, that's unbelievable. 9-iron here. This would be what I would do. Can we
More
get
traditional.
it in the hole? Yes.
Oh, come on.
A great shot.
6 feet, no shotties, though. It's a
Is that
heartbreaker.
a distance thing? Yeah, it's a story of our lives. -15 to -14 here as Nebraska ball moves on. Guy was an absolute machine. I mean, Kevin, I don't know what else to say other than I think the highlights will probably say it best, and it starts really at the first hole, no?
Yep, with the chipping.
Yeah, look at this. Boom, boom. They make it look very easy because it happens so fast. This was actually really impressive, too. We were talking about how we don't normally go under, and look, he almost drained it in our face. It shows what we know. I don't know. I didn't know this was a parlor trick that was possible in this glorious game, but apparently it is. And then here it is.
To start the game off with that chip.
Calling enough Worlds matches, too, it is amazing how regular that moment has become, is that these guys think from any place they can make any shot. And with that, so we've got ourselves our heavyweight title fight between Old Fart Box and Nebraska Ball. Now, would have to look this up, but I feel like this is a match up in the World's qualifying that I probably called like a dozen times. I don't know if it was that many, but it feels like it was that many, right? I mean, heavyweights here.
It's got to be
true
close
heavyweight.
to it.
Yeah, so, and again, we can't do this alone, as you've seen. We don't know anything, so we bring in our friend Chad Schrump again to show us our course du jour here, which is the Juniper Falls back nine. Let's take a look.
I'm Chad Schrump, and I'm here to talk about Juniper Falls back nine, a course designed around elevation change. Very rarely will you have a shot on this back nine into the green with a fairway that's on the same plane. Makes for a very difficult course. The teeth of the course, holes 16, 17, and 18. The greens are treacherous. If the holes are cut near the water, this could very easily become a putting contest. Hole 17 specifically. This hole is cut into what looks like a skateboard ramp, with water right behind, and it looks like a landing area about the size of a coffee table. Good luck.
And good luck is right.
Those videos are spectacular, by the way. I would like more of them, and here it is. Old Fart Box, our champion, just funny to say, I can't even say it with a straight face, versus Nebraska Ball, our week 2 winner. Best chipper in the world now, Kevin. Are you willing to give the title to him?
I think so. We'll see if we can get the
Now-
title from Mr. Fartbach.
From Mr. Fartbox, the defending champ, the monster. Look at those great shot points. My God. Look at those holes in one. My goodness. Awesome matchup here. Kevin, as we get into it, what Juniper back nine, what are your thoughts here? It starts off with a pretty interesting hole, no?
Yeah, I mean, Chad said it right. The elevation changes here are going to potentially get even these heavyweights.
All right, so this is a hole that got even the best of players early on. It's a hole that leans a bit right, and you don't want to be right here, obviously, because if you're right, you're going to be gone. Not a bad pin, though. You can let this thing kind of roll back.
Oh, wow. Shotties.
Yes, there it is. You get your shotties right out of the gate. Let's see here. I actually lost the ball for a second, and I didn't want to overreact with enthusiasm in case of it, like, rolled in the water. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Somebody just said if I had $1 for every time Adam called Nebraska Ball, I'd be able to buy a home edition.
Well, you know what? It's probably better because, like, bracket and basketball, they're a Nebraska basketball school. Anyways, it's a football rib. What do you want me to do, man? I'm just a guy calling mobile matches. All right, I did not watch this this shot because the haters are out. Oh.
Just when you thought it couldn't get better, the Nebraska Ball shot.
So what am I calling? Am I calling it Nebraska ball? Nebraska ball? I don't even know what I'm doing it. It's just homegrown.
I think you might have said Nebraska Ball instead of Nebraska Ball.
It's just me ripping on Nebraska subtly without knowing it. All right, big elevation drop par 3 here. That's pretty, actually. I didn't think it was going to be that close. It is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the elevation changes so early, but these guys make it look easy.
Oh. Now, you look at the wind cutter, you get some subtle spin back. Is that close enough? It's, oh man, those were like,
That's a
felt
6-footer.
GSP worthy. Yeah, that was a 6-footer?
No.
Oh, 9 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure somebody will call you out on it in the comment section.
I mean, after 6 feet, what's the difference?
Yes, agreed. Okay, this is an interesting hole too. Got to get it up and over, and then you got to get it to land. Ooh, that's pretty.
I didn't want to call it.
I know.
I love the
was
hesitation,
really-
though.
No, that was that actually a really good pin for it too, right? Tucked back there. You don't have to use full-on spin. Probably could use a sniper if you want to get it all the way back. I mean, that's the ideal shot there. Outstanding. Here's our guy. Neb. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh boy, that is uncharacteristic and frankly a bit of a surprise, but never give up on these shots for these guys. Until right now, I gave up. Wow, I was not expecting to see that. It's a tougher hole because it's a little bit of a longer shot, but still interesting.
I think he really just wanted to stick his toes in the sand.
Oh, wow. Okay. Old fart box. I love watching these guys play this design because I feel like there's a couple of different ways to go. And I also think this is another hole that can be really, really tough. Although with the wind here and the setup, this looks pretty good.
I feel like no matter how I hit a shot on this hole, I just curse Jim Zielinski's name because it's such a great design.
So this is still a tough shot because you've got to – I mean, that looks really good.
That's
wow.
beautiful.
Distance control here. Anything left or short is death in terms of –
I would have already hit 3 rocks, went in the water twice.
That's really good. That's really, really solid. All right, so both on safely here. Nebraska ball in. FB in. -7.
Had to break out the golf clap for you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I don't know. We'll call him whatever. He's if he wins, we'll make sure we get it right next time. Ooh, that is solid. Old fart box. This is a good look too.
I was going to say, if there's anybody that will break, losing streak here, it's going to be Nebraska ball. I feel like we're going to get a chip out of him. It's going to make things even.
I'm trying to think where you get it. Some of the holes, we look at the scorecard here. 16, of course, is always very interesting. I will say 17, as in terms of par threes, can be tough. 18, Kevin, is not that tough of a hole. So if you are chasing strokes heading into that last hole, you're probably these two guys are so good, you're probably in trouble.
Yeah, 17, I would say 75% of the time could be pretty difficult. The wind really makes a difference there.
And the pin too, right? Where the pin is located here as we come in hot.
What?
There's your chip.
Is this?
Yeah, I don't know, man. And that's
with the sniper.
I don't know. It wasn't the best camera view, if I'm being completely honest, because I couldn't react accordingly. I just see the thing coming in hot. I'm assuming it's not going to be close, but what the hell do I know? That's just absolutely ridiculous. Best chipper in the world, TM.
I mean,
here it
you
is.
just can't even get the guy's name right.
No, that's all right. That's all right. He wins this match. I'll get it right. And I'm not convinced. I need to go back and play back the audio. I think people just need to clean their ears. I'm kidding. I'm just sort of kidding.
Not.
No, I'm not. -9 to -8. Basketball still down. This is the hole, Kevin. And actually, this doesn't look that bad, frankly. But this is the hole that I know if I'm playing this course, it gives me nightmares, these next 2 holes.
I was going to say, again, it's going to come down to the pin position.
All right,
Chad Trump here on the YouTube comments. Thanks for joining, my friend.
Chad, good to hear from you. The true Golden Tee OG. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That is fabulous. Fabulous shot. There's your shotties. I know you love them dearly. This was close to not being good, though. This was close to being opposite of good, but as it stands now, it's kind of a golf masterpiece here. Oh.
How's he going to answer? I'm very intrigued. This is a tough one.
And over. Got to get it close, running out of holes.
The rough for a soft landing.
That was very kind. In.
It's a little aggressive there.
Yeah, all right, so minus 11 to minus 10, still up a stroke, heading into the last 2 holes. Fascinating pin here and wind. Uh-oh. Oh.
That's not good, Peter.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Old fart box. Just almost had a really bad joke.
Those snipers just not helping.
All right, Nebraska ball coming in hot. This is ridiculous.
Oh, my gosh.
That is ridiculous. Absolutely insane.
I thought that was going in.
I can't even steal this joke. It was handed to me, but old fartbox letting out a stinker was handed to me. I almost did one with I can't even get into it now. It's ruined. It's ruined. And now look at that swing. And not only a swing, but Nebraska ball with just a ridiculous shot. What creativity, man. Holy cow. All right, hole 18.
It's hard to get it much better than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, really good. Up and over here. A very similar shot. Nebraska ball. Bam. Wow, that thing was going in 1,000 miles an hour. Old fart box. And there you have it. A new champion. Our champion lasted, 1 week, essentially? 1 Fight Club week. Old fart box. Hangs his boxed head in shame. Nebraska ball, who I guess I learned how to pronounce, or I should learn how to pronounce moving forward. That was something, man. A 2-match really showcase of chipping prowess. As we look at the highlights here, what was the shots that jumped out to you?
Well, I mean, they both started off with beautiful shots. I mean, it's hard to get away from that in the heavyweight matches. Either one of these could have won it.
Yeah. It's a great point. Not just the chipping, but the other. Here's the other one that nearly matched it.
I was too busy talking over it the first time, so I'm sorry.
That's all right. Me too. I was getting comment sectioned, so I wasn't paying attention. This was an interesting moment too, by the way. I thought that this was going to spell trouble when you look back at this hole 12. Really good shot for FB here.
I'll tell you what, shotties galore though. Just like last week.
This was nuts. And we probably, I couldn't really see how close this was. It was really close. This, great sound to it as it comes in. Oh, man.
I still can't believe how good this turned out.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Hole 17, though, too. If we go back in. I know this shot. You just overcut it a smidge. I can't say that was the nicest bounce we've ever seen, frankly,
again,
on a shot like
the snipers just beating everybody up this week.
So there you have it. Nebraska ball is our new champion, and what we have for everybody as we talk about Fight Club as a whole, Nebraska ball, you're going to have to, if you're going to get his title, you're going to have to come and get it. We are qualifying right now as we talk about the schedule and what the next couple of weeks look like. Kevin, I'm going to actually try to qualify this week, okay? So I'm not going to be able to play because it's going to be pathetic, but I want to see where I stack up as you look at the schedule here. You want to try with me? We're going to get ridiculed for being terrible at this game. I think it's time.
I'm in. We could actually do a second Fight Club where we commentate on our own matches and how bad we are.
Yes, so the big thing to know, it started right now in the app. Go download it, go play it. You've got through Sunday. Then we'll do our Blitz Day on Monday. The Blitz Day, by the way, is just a 24-hour post your best 5 scores day, which I really like. We'll give out tons of gold to our top 100 across all weight classes. It's not just the best players in the world. We are giving out gold to everybody. And then the following week, we will do match play. And then 2 weeks from today, we will do our Fight Club 3 broadcast. Now, important note to that. I've got this guy, our turkey head, ready to go. This, if you've ever watched
early?
Yeah, it's a little early. No, man, it's 2020. Anything goes. So if you've ever watched our Golden Tee streams, props are used regularly. The turkey hat will be in full display. Kevin, before we sign off, what are your lasting thoughts here on Fight Club Week 2?
Well, again, matches were solid, but the heavyweights dominating, the ridiculous chipping, making easy work of some of these tough setups on Rocky, and especially in that last match.
Nebraska ball. Nebraska ball. Nebraska ball.
Nebraska ball.
Nebraska ball. I feel like I'm saying it right. Internet's full of shit, man.
You're letting the internet darlings get to you.
For Kevin Lindsay, I am Adam Kramer. Congrats to Nebraska ball, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks.